Ever wondered why most of the images you see depicting court cases are paintings? Well, that's because cameras were not allowed in the courtrooms for many years. But in the state of Missouri, the Supreme Court allows for news coverage of the courts in special circumstances. But if done properly, camera coverage can better inform the public on a case without disrupting the proceedings. Anything you need to know can be found right here in Operating Rule 16. The first step is for a media entity to request for camera coverage. This isn't something you do directly with the courts. Instead, you must make your request through someone like me, a court-appointed media coordinator. It is our job to gather the information and relay it back to the courts. But it's ultimately up to the judge to decide whether or not camera coverage will be allowed. The judge may even ask us to attend a pre-trial conference in order to consider any issues relating to camera coverage.
Cameras and audio equipment can only be allowed in one part of the courtroom. Cameras will be used on a pooling basis, so except for rare exceptions, there will only be one video camera and one operator.
If there is a built-in camera in the courtroom, it may be used. Where possible, recording and broadcast equipment should be stored outside the courtroom.
All cameras must be unobtrusive. In other words, no distracting light, sound, size, or appearance. The court may even require cameras to be hidden or modified so that participants can't tell when they are recording. You will be expected to use existing light sources. No flashes ever. Although in some cases, you may be able to get permission to modify existing lights with higher wattage lighting at your expense.
There are very important rules on who and what can and cannot be recorded. Jurors can never be photographed under any circumstance. This also applies to certain witnesses the judge prohibits, such as crime victims, police informants, undercover agents, or juveniles. Never record anything on a lawyer's desk because it may contain confidential notes or documents. Also, avoid recording anything said between a lawyer and a judge at a bench conference. And also, avoid recording an unrepresented criminal defendant unless he or she is with counsel.
One more very important thing. A courtroom is a formal place. So, as a journalist representing your organization, be sure your dress and conduct fit the occasion. Don't behave in a distracting manner. For example, don't go in and out of the courtroom repeatedly to file a story and updates. These may seem like a lot of rules, but following them, reporters can do better reporting, giving their viewers, listeners, and readers a better picture of what is happening inside the courtrooms of their state.
For more details, please see text Operating Rule 16 or check with your local media coordinator. If you have any questions, the Missouri Press Association and the Missouri Broadcast Association can help. They are committed to training their members to make sure that camera coverage conforms to the highest standards of the journalism profession.